That I want to say, I just go in a loop. These are always the most difficult. Gosh.
Breathe, Tyler. Breathe. It's okay to take a moment to breathe.
Okay. Hey everyone, this is Tyler from Craft and Tailored. In this episode of Under the Radar, going over this 1994 Tudor Date-Day. The reference is 94500 and has this really cool Roman numeral dial. The Date-Day is kind of like the less precious younger brother to the Rolex Day-Date. So this one has a lot of really cool details that make it really unique. So excited to share this one with you. That was it, right? Let's call it a wrap. So as I just said, the Date-Day for Tudor is like the Day-Date of Rolex, but they only made the Date-Day in steel and two-tone. And it was like this two-tone with a gold-capped bracelet. So much less precious than the iconic Rolex Day-Date. This was obviously created to make for a more economical, more affordable option of the same complications that the Day-Date would have had, but obviously in Tudor's own sort of way. So even though the Tudor Date-Day and Day-Date are, different materials, they did share some similarities, being that, the Date-Day did come in a 36 millimeter, but they did have some pretty big differences that make the Date-Day kind of a very special watch, and I think oftentimes overlooked because of, the powerhouse in today's day and age that is the Rolex Day-Date. But the Date-Day has all these really cool, odd variants that I think make it just super interesting. The one I have on my wrist today is a 36 millimeter, but they did also make a 39 millimeter known as the Jumbo. And then that one has its own kind of crazy variations as well with like a rotating bezel and weird dials. But today I want to focus on the 36 millimeter because I think it's kind of the most classic and true to design if you're really trying to get that Day-Date feel without, spending $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. So this one in particular has a white dial with black Roman numerals and kind of this railroad style outer minute track, which is a beautiful, beautiful design, and it definitely makes the watch feel much more elevated. One thing I like about these watches is they can often be found in pretty decent condition because they didn't really sell all that well. So there was, a lot of leftover stock that just didn't really get worn and, ended up in just jeweler safes for a lot of years. But they can be found with really interesting dial variants. There's, the classic grays, blues, black dials, different styles of like Roman numeral dials with different variations of the markers as well. So it really offers a similar level of versatility as the Day-Date from Rolex. However, it's in a stainless steel case as opposed to 18 karat yellow gold. And although it is in stainless steel, I still feel like this design, just the way that it was executed, is just a little bit more elevated, especially with like this Tudor style Jubilee bracelet, which has like slightly more elongated links rather than, like the smaller Jubilee links or the presidential style bracelet. It just gives like a very sleek and slender feel. It feels more so Rolex than it does Tudor actually. And it just has like an overall really elevated, style. This one I have on my wrist is unpolished and near mint condition. So it's definitely like the upper echelon of quality that you can get for these. But even ones in slightly lesser condition give me the same sort of feeling. And even though it is 36 millimeters, we do have that high polished smooth bezel, which kind of elongates the dial and gives the watch an overall larger presence. So even though it's 36, it wears more like a 38 in my opinion, and is just perfect for a lot of different wrist sizes. So with all the great things that the Tudor Date-Day has to offer, I think one of the coolest aspects of this is the price point. This one in particular that's on my wrist is unpolished mint, original case back sticker, no stretch in the bracelet, box and papers. It's really a complete package, a collector's package, and it's under $4,000. So the value here is incredible. And finding examples without box and papers or slightly polished or a different dial variation or what have you, they're going to be in like the low to mid threes, maybe high $2,000 range. And what you're getting is that date complication in a package that is Tudor but feels very Rolex. And I think just like the value here is incredible. The fact that these watches haven't moved up in market more in like the past couple of years is really surprising to me, and I just kind of want to shed some light onto them because I don't hear people talking about these watches enough. I don't see people celebrating these watches enough, and I think that they're just a really fun watch to wear that gives you a slightly more elevated presence while not being, yellow gold, because something in this condition and this, collector completeness and a date would be high 20s, $30,000. It would be almost unwearable. But this is something that's really fun. It's in that under $4,000 price range that you just have a lot of versatility with. Definitely one of the more under the radar watches that I've had on the channel recently. And then this specific 1994 Tudor Date-Day reference 94500 with box and papers and white Roman numeral dial is for sale on our website at craftandtailor.com. And I would love to hear in the comments below what you guys think of the Tudor Date-Day. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified on our next videos. Follow us on Instagram at craftandtailored, and follow us on TikTok at craftandtailored. If you have watch questions, we're here to help. You can drop us a line at info@craftandtailored.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll see you in the next one. I need a better outro.
Like your catchphrase?
I don't need a catchphrase, I just need a better outro. So just...
You can say Tyler out. That's good.
Oh God, that was funny though. Tyler out. That's terrible. That's so bad.